Hey you, it's Jess here, and today we are doing a video game journal. This will be part 1 of my Infinity Nikki video game journal, and I will talk about the game soon. But as you can see, it's an hour-long video, and this is part 1, so I'll talk about the different parts as well after this intro bit. But first, I just want to show you and tell you what I'm going to be using, and most things I will try and link down below. But first of all is this Archer and Olive A5 notebook, which I think is Storybook Pink or something like that. I'll try and link it down below. I thought it was perfect for the first part of the Infinity Nikki game. I'll also be using a variety of Tombow markers because those are just my favorite markers to bring a lot of color into my spreads. Then I just have a bunch of extra things like a ruler and a clip and a mechanical pencil and also micron micro liners, fine liners to get my black lines in. Now I have a bunch of stuff that I printed onto sticker paper. I just use matte removable paper from Online Labels, again linked down below. And as you can see, there's a lot of stuff from this game. They release a lot of images and fun things on their social media, and I really wanted to put that into the journal. And then also photography is a huge thing in the game, so I wanted to print off lots of photos. So then I'm using a bunch of stuff from Scribble Prints Co, namely her letter stickers, including the ransom and the bead ones. I haven't really dug into those boxes yet, but plenty of stuff from Scribble Prints Co. Then I have some assorted stickers from Sticky, as well as this sticker gift store which sells some Korean stickers. I also have these gifted PET tape cutoffs from Simply Gilded, which Andrea from SBC gifted to me. I also have these letter stickers. They don't have the name of the shop on them, but they will be linked down below. I will make sure to mark them as letter stickers so you can check out their Etsy shop. My cat is joining us. But I really go through those letter stickers. And then I also have a bunch of these sticker sheets. These are washi stickers, and I got them from Amazon. I will link the listing down below. There's I think in this one I used 2 of the different packs, although there's a bunch of them, and they were really, really cute. And I thought all of these girl stickers work perfectly for Nikki. Her default hair color is pink, but you wear wigs and different hairstyles and colors through the game. So I thought all of them could work for being Nikki. The only downside of these stickers for me is that it's mostly a rabbit that's with her, and it's actually a white cat that is actually with her in the game, Momo. But we can pretend that Bunny is a cat, right? And not all of those packs of those washi stickers are pre-cut, so you may have to cut them out yourself. Again, another lot of stickers from Amazon, which will be linked down below. You can get both of these on the same listing. And these are just sticker books of a ton of different, well, as you can see, lots of different shapes. You have bubbles and hearts and butterflies and flowers. They all have a holographic overlay on them. There's also some letter stickers in there. And both packs are similar but different. So I ended up getting both, and I'm glad I did. But yeah, there's a ton of stuff in here and lots of different colors, and I feel like they'll go with lots of different things because there are lots of different themes in this game. But these stickers definitely made me think of this game, so I wanted to bring those in. I'm just giving you a really good look at these sticker books. But that is mostly... Oh, there is one more lot of things. I'll bring in a bunch of washi tape as well. The majority of which are from Simply Gilded, again, the PE tapes and also washi tapes. Most of them I bought years ago, and I have dug out to finally use some more washi. Granted, what you'll mostly see me use is I don't know if it even has a brand. It might be MT even, but I had a washi of a white with a black grid, and I just felt like it went with most of it. And then I also use a plain washi tape that's pink, which might have been just from a random pack with no brand. But you can see here I'm keeping my washi tapes in this sunglasses organizer. So if you want like something simple like this, I've just pulled out all of my washi that I would consider using in this journal, and using this in this case to keep them all nice and dust free in there. But yeah, most of them are simply gilded, but if I use a different one while planning, I'll let you know. I also have some scissors and a tweezers, and now we'll get ready to go. But yeah, I thought this planner would be perfect. This journal would be perfect for this set. I also wanted to show you what I did previously. The first pages that I did was this purchases pages, because Infinity Nikki is a free game, but there are microtransactions. It is a gacha game, which I won't get too into in this video, but I will leave the term in the description box so you can look up gacha, just as a fair warning. I'll talk about it in a minute, but I wanted to make sure I kept track of all the money I spent in this game, just so I can keep an eye on it. I think that's like the most important thing to do with a game that's free but has a lot of microtransactions and honestly a lot of predatory practices for money. I think it's just important to keep an eye on what you're spending and what you're buying. So I made sure to write what I specifically bought, how much it cost, and how much the amount was per month. So I'm keeping track of that there. So in the first page on This Book Belongs To, now my name is Jess, as I said at the beginning, but I thought it'd be really cute to put in Nikki because that's the character we play in Infinity Nikki. So Infinity Nikki is a gacha dress-up open-world cozy game. They had previous dress-up games that are on the mobile, which was Love Nikki and Shining Nikki. And it's the same characters in sense that you play Nikki and her friend Momo, which is he looks like a white cat, but he says he's not a cat, so he is a Momo. But Infinity Nikki is in a different, like, parallel kind of universe compared to the other Nikki games. So it's all fresh kingdoms and everything. And yeah, so we're gonna do an intro page for little for Nikki and Momo. But yeah, so this is a free game. You can play it anytime you want for free. You don't have to spend any money. And it is on PlayStation 5, PC, and mobile. It's on Epic Game Store on PC, but they are planning to release it on Steam soon. But I do have it on my PC on Epic Games, but I also put it onto the PlayStation 5 because you just make an account with Infinity Nikki with Infold, who make the game. And so you can play across all the platforms, easy peasy. It just goes right across, so no problems there. So if you start off on like mobile and then you get a computer, then you can still switch, which is nice. Oh yeah, for this page, I should say that I printed off the logo for Infinity Nikki that comes up at the beginning of the game because I thought that'd be perfect. And then I really loved this sticker with the two girls with pink hair, so it looks like multiple Nikkis, because everyone's playing their own Nikki in the game. It is not multiplayer, although they've hinted at possible multiplayer in the future. It's not multiplayer, it's a single player open world game, but you can, as you're going across the world, you can see like little hourglasses, and if you click on them, you can view someone else's photo that they took in that spot, and then you can actually like take a photo with them, which is really fun, and you can share, and they get to see the photo that you took with them, and other people can, and it's really cute. And you can befriend people that way as well in the game. But yeah, so that's one big part of the game. But yeah, in the open world, you do a lot of like obviously running and exploring and collecting chests and items, and you do quests, and there's a main storyline which is like I think 10 chapters long at the moment, and then it's a free to play game which they do updates every month. So eventually we'll get more main story quests, but at the moment you have the main story, and then you have a bunch of other quests throughout the world, and there are also dungeons, and there's material collecting, so you can like groom animals to collect their fur, you can collect plants, and you can catch bugs and do fishing. Lots of stuff in the game. But the main part of the game is dress up. So you're collecting clothes and different clothes items, different accessories, different outfits, and you use them, first of all, just to dress up and have cute outfits in the game and do photos, because the photography part of this game is really well done. I just love taking photos every day. But you can also enter styling competitions, because outfits have different like points and stuff, like how there's a different like 3 to 5 star outfits and things like that, you know. And then you can do styling competitions based on different tags and themes, which is really fun. But here I'm just doing sort of my intro page of Nikki and Momo. I guess later on I'm probably going to do some more actual writing journaling, but at the moment it's not too much. When we get really into like the monthly events, I will do some more actual writing. But this one I thought it was enough just to say, here's Nikki, here's Momo. And Momo is real cute. He does help you out in the game. He follows you around as you run around, and he's able to sense one of the collectibles you need to collect, which are called whim stars. And you use those whim stars to like pay for upgrades and things in the inside menu. There's a lot to explain, and you probably don't need this game entirely explained to you right now, but that's just one thing that he does. And a lot of the whim stars are collected from in different ways. You don't just pick them up in the world. There's like, some of them are fish that you need to fish up, some of them are animals that you need to pet, some of them are like little mini games where you have to make sure, it's like little platforming and jumping mini games, but they're like all incorporated into the world, so they're really fun. If you want to know like one of the developers of this game was also a Breath of the Wild Zelda developer, so it has a lot of those vibes, Breath of the Wild vibes. And there's also like enemies in the world called S-lings, and you have to purify them because they're like infected by the dark in this world, and you don't kill things, you purify them, so then they become happy and get the dark removed from themselves. So there's some combat, but it's super easy, like one hit is one kill basically. Super easy combat, but it's enjoyable in my opinion. I don't need too complex combat. There's also and all the abilities like fishing and combat and floating, so you can jump really far. Those abilities are all linked to different outfits, ability outfits, which we'll get into in a second, in the second page. But the one thing I needed to point out on this Nikki and Momo page is a screenshot from the beginning of the game when, so Nikki is actually a fashion school graduate. I think, well, to me, she's like 20 years old maybe, and she's graduating from uni or college. And she's looking for an outfit to graduate in for the graduation ball. And then the outfit kind of comes alive and pulls them into this other world called Mirrorland, her and Momo. And then when she's in Mirrorland at the beginning, she meets this goddess called Aina. And she gives her the Heart of Infinity, which is what is happening in that scene. And the Heart of Infinity is like an actual menu in the game. It's for insight, and you basically upgrade your different talents and unlock things in there. But yeah, so basically you have the Heart of Infinity, and you need to use it to save the world. And to save the world, you need to use it by creating miracle outfits, which are like big free outfits in the game that take a long time to like make, and like you have to craft them yourself. There's a bunch of stuff you craft, and there's also outfits you get other ways, but that is basically the start of the story. So now she's in Mirrorland, and she has to collect these ability outfits and miracle outfits and use her magic in the world to help people and save it from the dark. So I used some different bead letters from SBC in that spread, as well as some stickers from the Amazon sticker notebook. I kept it pretty simple. I don't know. I think it turned out cute the way it was. I did some little doodles with a Tombow. So here we have the beginner ability outfits, which we have more than this, but these are the very first ones you get. So the first one in the blue, you have the floating outfit, which lets you jump really far and really long. You kind of like float with it when you're doing your jumping puzzles and exploring. The second outfit is the purification outfit. So she, basically when you want to hit and purify an S-ling or a bad guy, you suddenly transform into the outfit by doing the action. And then you transform back into your main outfit. So that's a purification outfit. Then the second outfit there, the cute fuzzy one, is for grooming animals. In the bottom you have the yellow overalls, which is for bug catching. Then you have the outfit for fishing, and then the jumpsuit, which is very fun. Not my favorite one, is the electrician outfit, because you do a little bit of an electrician thing. There's a couple of quests, and just in the world, some like lamp posts that are broken in the town, so you can fix them doing a little electrician mini game, which is cute, but we haven't used it very much, to be honest. And these are just the first evolutions of them. You can actually craft them for a second time and create a different colorway of them, and then you get both of the outfits. But this is the base color of those. And I just put in some of those letters and some washi. I thought the layering of the washi with the grid looked really cool graphically. So I just kept those spreads kept like, just like that. Pretty good. Pretty simple. I want to just sort of do intro part here, as well as start tracking some things. So this spread is the different regions of the map. So at the top you can see we have the whole map of Wishfield, which is our first region. And I think the devs said basically every 6 months we will get a new region of the map. And then you learn in game that, so Wishfield is a region of the Heartcraft Kingdom, which is like a fairy tale kingdom. And there are 3 regions in the Heartcraft Kingdom. So I guess we'll get 2 more regions here before we move on, or I don't know, overall. They do talk about a lot about a main city of the Heartcraft Kingdom called Siccia, and eventually I assume we'll go there in the game. But in the game, overall in the lore, there are, I think, 7 kingdoms. So there's also the Light Kingdom, or the Kingdom of Light, which is like a wizard, witch, kind of knights in armor world. Sorry, there was just a loud noise above my apartment. But there's also like a fairy place and a Chinese, East Asian inspired kingdom. There's also modern world and a place called Terra Alliance, which is more, I don't know, it seems like it's more indigenous kind of feeling. Anyway, there's a whole bunch of places with lots of different outfits and realm possibilities. But I wanted to track the different regions here in Wishfield on this sheet, because they have specific collectibles in each of them. There's Whimstars, there's Dews of Inspiration, which you collect to give to a character called Kilo, the Cadence Born. And I will be doing a page for Kilo separately, but not in this video. You'll see it in part 3 of this journaling adventure, which will be a whole flip through, because I did a bunch of pages not filmed, because I just had so many to film. And I think I also track that I've collected all the chests, like the treasure chests in this region. So we have the first opening, and these are all photos that I took in the game with my Nikki. I thought that'd be cute addition to, like, in terms of showing off the world. I would use my own pictures. So the first one we have is Flora Wish, which is the beginning area. Then you have the Breezy Meadows. Then you have Stoneville, which is like this beautiful place filled with the lavender flowers. It's so purple. And then you have the Abandoned District, which is connected to the Stonewoodville thing. And then, which is the home to these like other magical creatures called the PCs, and they are like they're kind of they're like floating rags, but they are made out of people's wishes that have been abandoned, basically. And then the last region there is the Wishing Woods, which is the home to the Feywish sprites, who are they're like blue sprites, more magical creatures. But the god of the region, called the Wishing One, he created both the PCs and the the Feywish sprites. But there's a whole thing where both of these creatures hate each other. So that's a whole thing. There's it's a very cute game, but there's actually a lot of underlying darkness. There's a lot of racism and prejudice and xenophobia, especially people in Florawish and Stoneville. Florawish don't care about Stoneville, and Stoneville people hate Florawish people. You learn all this stuff as you go through. It's there's some local politics going on and different things like that. So that are the pages for the regions in the world and the different collectibles, and I love the way it came out. And I can't wait for when we get new regions every 6 months to make a new spread. So now we're going to go on to this is a lot more functional spread. Although when I started using it after making it, I was like, it doesn't actually work very well. So if you're doing a spread like this for Infinity Nikki, I would do something else. But this is for keeping track of the Eurekas that you can collect. So Eurekas, they're like little magical additions to your outfits. And there are ones that float around your head, ones that float around your hands, and ones that float around your feet. And they're just really cool, like little extra designs. Sometimes they are just like a glowing moon behind you, or some like little animated fish going around your hands. There's like different themes and different star ratings, so different levels of these Eurekas, and you collect them in a specific realm full of mini games. Basically you do like timed mini game events in the different dungeons. So as you complete dungeons, you're able to unlock them in the Eureka realm to be able to collect them, and you get them randomly as you do the levels. It's a whole thing. There's a lot to explain in this game, and I'm not doing very well at it. Basically every 29 hours you naturally collect what they call vital energy. So you can collect 350 vital energy points per day basically, and you use these vital energies to do stuff in different realms. And one of the realms is the Eureka realm, and you can collect random Eurekas. And then what you do is that you glow them up. So I will be doing a page on glowing up. But you get basically, you use money in the game called bling, and you upgrade to different levels. So up to level 10 of your Eurekas to make them have better score points, as well as for the 5 and 4 stars, you get a different random color for when you get it to level 10. And one of the 5-star colors is iridescent and super rare. So it's like one of the things you want to collect. So you have to upgrade them a lot to collect all the colors and get iridescent. And when you get them, and you also want to upgrade them because they become part of the styling competition. So you can wear them normally around in the open world and just have like pretty designs floating around you and add sort of a magical touch to your outfits. But they also add scoring to your styling competitions because they have different tags and different different points that can make or break your styling competition. Basically, they can give you lots of points. So I highly recommend, if you're playing the game, to collect at least the 5-star Eurekas and level them all up to level 10. So you'll always have them for all the styling competitions. If you want to get into what I mean by different tags, is that outfits are separated into 5 different qualities. So you have a sexy outfit, you have a fresh outfit, you have a sweet outfit, you have an elegant outfit, and you have a cool outfit. And you'll have those same different tags and separations in the Eureka that you can collect. So they add those to your points. And the styling competition will be like, wear a cool outfit. And you have to get as much points as you can to get perfect, basically. But what I'm trying to do here is I was making tables. So I'd have the name of the Eureka. My first table is the 5 stars. Then I have my 4 stars and then my 3 stars. They will have the 5 stars are what you want because they give you the most points. And they also have 4 different colors as well as an iridescent version. Then 4 stars only have 3 versions and no iridescent. And then the 3-star is just the one. It's basically what it is, the one color. And there's a different, so there's a lullaby one, which has a head, a hand, and a feet version. So I wanted to make sure I collected all of them, but I didn't set up the table correctly for actually collecting the different colorways in all 3 categories. So I should have separated head, hand, and feet, because I have a feet iridescent in the Afterglow Eureka, but I don't have an iridescent of the other 2 in the collection, so the table doesn't really work. So rip me. It was a valiant attempt, but that was that page. Now I'm going to show you what I was just kind of talking to you about, which is the glow up page, and I wanted to just list here the stuff that I plan to glow up. And glowing up is basically you use a different collectible called shiny bubbles and as well as glitter bubbles. And as I said in the styling competitions, all your outfits have different stats and points. And by glowing them up from level 1 to level 10, they get better stats, better points, and it'll be easier to win styling competitions. There's basically 2 different styling competitions in the month. They're called mirror crowns, and so you want to complete them as much as you can, because you collect diamonds and other stuff that you want to be able to spend in the game, like currency basically. And there's also an inbuilt factions quest thing, which I didn't put in my journal because I've completely finished it by the time I started the journal. But I thought the faction styling competitions were really fun. Basically, every region of the game, so Flourish and etc., had a different sovereign of, so there's a sovereign of cool, a sovereign of elegant, a sovereign of fresh. and a sovereign of sexy, and they all had different like factions underneath them that you had to, like, different gangs basically. They're fashion gangs which you have to style battle in order to advance and get to the very top person, the sovereign of their tag, their style, to beat them. And you have to beat them in order to complete the main story, because that's how you get to be able to make the first miracle outfit, which is called the Wishful Rosa. You need basically crafting materials from those faction styling competitions. And I thought it was actually a really fun part of the game. I really enjoyed it, but and it would have been fun to put in my journal, but I've completely finished it, so it'd be a waste of pages, you know. But I'm hoping every region will get a new lot of factions and sovereigns to beat, because it was really fun. So yeah, there's a lot of styling competition stuff in this, so you want to glow up your outfits. So my first page is all my 5-star outfits that I want to glow up. And I don't have all of the styles in that. I don't have a 5-star cool outfit, and I don't have a sweet cool outfit. I just have pieces of them. And then I have 4-star outfits, which get you less styling points, but they're still worth upgrading, because you still can win competitions with the 4-star outfits. And but there's a style, so you have cool, but then there are the extra tags, which you have like cool adventure, cool playful. And so you want to be able to glow up a bunch of stuff with the different tags, in case the styling competition wants you to use a specific tag. So yeah, I don't think I showed me doing my 3rd page for glow up, but I did a 3rd page after those two to put in the different separate items that I wanted to glow up, because I have a bunch of like 5-star cool items. I might not have a 5-star cool outfit, like a complete outfit, but I have random pieces, so they'll be useful in the styling competition. But I feel like it's useful to glow up a whole outfit, because sometimes they'll ask you to use a whole outfit in the competition. But I wanted to keep track of everything that I want to glow up, which is a lot of stuff. I think it's just a fun part of something to do in the game. So this page is going to be for crafting. I feel like this is a more useful page for more games, but in this world you get sketches of different pieces of outfits and sketches of outfits, and you have to use materials from the game, both collected as well as the from the realms of the vital energy realms. So they're called rare pieces in the game, so I just put rare pieces as my title, and I have 40 something at the moment I need to actually get to crafting. And these are things like skirts, tops, shorts, that's part of tops, and shirts and bottoms and pants, and accessories like shoes and socks and jewelry and everything. These are all just random pieces that you can craft and have in your wardrobe. So I wanted to keep track in here of what I am actually making, and I put in also, I'm gonna put in how much of the vital energy crafting things that they need. So they're called boldies. It's basically this one big enemy you get from the main story, and then you have to, in the realm, you have to fight different versions of him to collect different versions of these boldy energy balls. So they're called like tumble and hurl and plummet and command, and the rare pieces will need a different version of the ball. So I think command is elegant, so all the elegant clothes that are tagged elegant will need command balls, boldy balls. And I mean by boldy as in boulder, like a rock, not bold, but anyway. Again, this game's complicated. It took a while to I just looked through the menus for ages when I started this game just to learn it. But yeah, so that's where I'm going to list all the ones I want to craft and what vital energy things I need to spend in order to craft them. And I'll just tick them off as I get those sketches done. And now this page is going to be similar to the regions page. This is all the different dungeons that are in the game. we just got a new dungeon in a new event, so I'm going to put that dungeon in the event pages, which you will get to see probably in part 2. But this is basically going to be the same as the region page, just decorated slightly differently. And then each dungeon also has collectibles. It also has Dews of Inspiration and Whim Stars. And there's also once you finish the dungeon, you end up getting a challenge quest to basically do a section of the dungeon again, but with a specific thing you have to do, like get through this section of the dungeon in this amount of time. As a whole other different quest. So I made sure to also mark where I have finished doing the challenge that comes with the dungeon once you finish it. And it is worth rerunning some of these dungeons. Well of Fortune and Dream Warehouse both have like 20,000 bling, which is like the current in-game currency. And you can collect that like every day. So running a dungeon, like at least just Well of Fortune every day, will get you 20,000 bling. So it's worth it to run dungeons. I have now actually completed all the dungeons. So I guess this page is there are some pages I definitely wanted to still include. I thought the factions might be pointless to put in, but I thought putting in the dungeon will be good for future looking, like memory keeping basically in some of this. So this is more of a memory keeping page, but I think it's a useful one and it came out really cute. So this page is where you get into the gacha of the game. So I did leave it in the description box, but this is a gacha game. And a gacha is basically, like, to be utterly frank with you, it is a type of gambling. So it is a free-to-play game. You don't ever have to spend money on this game. It is not a play-to-win. Probably the most famous gacha game at the moment is Genshin Impact, and you use the banners to get characters, and you kind of need them to be able to like get through the game unless you try really hard. The gacha in this game is just outfits, and it will not make the game easier for you. It will not make, it's nice because most of them are 5 stars, so it's nice to have a 5-star in your collection, but you can get 5-star outfits a different way, like for free. So you don't have to do the gacha. It's completely, I think we'll go back to that in a second, what's happening in that spread. But I will say it is gambling, and it will be predatory, and it works on FOMO. It wants you to do pulls. So basically, there's in-game currency called diamonds, and you could turn the diamonds into crystals, and then the crystals do the pulls, and you randomly get the items. Like, it's kind of like, I don't know, like a pokey machine or something. This game does have like an actual, they call it pity. So you're essentially are promised 1 5-star piece of the outfit every 20 pulls. So if your luck is real bad, or just normal luck, you don't have any luck, then you'll get the 5-star outfit usually in 200 pulls, which is a lot. It's a lot of pulls. It's a lot of money if you put money into the game. You can get crystals and diamonds as a free-to-play, but your main thing is you won't be able to pull on every single banner because they do new ones every month and you won't be able to afford them if you're free-to-play. But you have to be picky, you have to like not impulse or FOMO, and you have to be wise about saving and skipping on outfits. You don't need them all, and they've said that they will come back in the future, like they'll rerun the banner. But yes, definitely look up Gacha because it is a predatory money making system. It's like how they really make their money in these games. But I think it's slightly better in this game because it's not needed to win. Like they're just fun outfits and they're completely cosmetic most of the time. A lot of them do come with different abilities, but the abilities you already kind of have in the game, and then there's like kind of a twist on them. Like the crane outfit was slightly faster than the normal floating outfit, but it's not like it was gonna change the game for you. So we'll get back to that in a second because I printed all those on the wrong side of the sticker paper, so I had to move on before I had to reprint them. But we'll get back to it. I end up reprinting them much later, not on camera, but I'll get back to that spread in a minute. These last couple of pages are just really fun things that I got from their social media. So the Infinity Nikki Instagram is really where I look at everything. They post all these fun graphics all the time. They had these like lookbook pictures up, which I definitely wanted to put in this journal because look how cute they are. And they also had like that bingo and the crossword puzzle and like drawing puzzles. They just put up cute little graphics, and I wanted to include them in my journal because they're really fun, and I think they're a fun addition to the journal just to like have more of the world. And I think they do really good graphics, so I just put them in very simply, just adding some washi and some stickers, and I think they turned out really, really cute. But we'll get back to the premium, the permanent banner in a second. Okay, we're back to Distance C. This is the permanent Gacha banner, and this basically it's always going to be up and you can pull whenever you want. You can pull using your diamonds or you can pull using blue crystals. So for the limited banners, there are pink crystals, which you can turn your diamonds into these crystals, and then for the permanent one, they're blue crystals. And obviously, because diamonds are hard to get in the game, and it's also like, you can buy diamonds and pulls, and you can also, there's also a total paid currency called Stellarite, which is a completely different currency, but that can also be turned into pulling on these banners. So there's ways to spend money in this game, but you will over time collect pulls, crystals and diamonds to be able to make pulls from these banners. But the main thing is that you should spend your diamonds really on the pink limited edition banner pulls, because the permanent banner will always be there. So every now and then you get a blue crystal and you can do a pull on the permanent banner. Well, I mean, although it's your game, if you want to pull on the permanent banner more, you can. I have spent diamonds on the permanent banner because there are a lot of really good outfits that I like in it. So I did that because I wanted them more than the limited banners. But basically, Distance C is 4 different 5-star outfits that you can see here, and you can collect them one at a time. You can select which one you want to be collecting on your pulls, and obviously you'll get random pieces of them if your luck is bad, every 20 pulls. But sometimes you get more. Like you'll do a 10 pull and suddenly you'll have 2 of the 5 stars. You're like, oh my gosh, I'm so lucky. And by pieces, it's like literally pieces of the outfit. So the hair, the dress, the shoes, the gloves, the necklace, the earrings, so on and so forth. But yeah, I am working on this permanent banner, obviously, over time. There are also a matching Momo cloak. So there are also Momo cloaks. So cloaks for Momo, you can craft them, you can get them in the banners, you can buy them. So we'll have a Momo cloak page as well. But there's a matching Momo cloak for each of these dresses. So you collect those as you're pulling as like an extra bonus. And then there are also 4 stars. So there's 4 outfits and they are 4 stars, and they also get pulled as you're pulling for the 5-star outfits. That's usually how the 5-star banners go. There's usually a 4-star that goes with it. And the 4 stars, each piece of that outfit usually drops every 10 pulls. So you'll get them faster than the 5-star. And 3 of the ones in this permanent banner are ability outfits. So there's a fishing outfit, an animal grooming outfit, and a bug catching outfit. And then there's a 4th one, which is just a cute outfit. It doesn't have an ability, but I really, really wanted those because I like them better than the ones that you get for free at the beginning of the game. Technically, these are free too, but yeah. So all of those print-offs were printed wrong, so I can't put in the outfits for you. But if you watch part 3 later on of this Infinity Nikki journaling, I don't know when it's going to come up, but I will edit this video later to link it in the description when the video finally comes up. But in the flip through, I have the pictures in. But yeah, I really wanted the fishing outfit from this permanent banner, which is why I spent extra diamonds on it. And that's my prerogative, okay? But anyway, so there's the 4-star outfits and the 5 stars. I've collected 2 of the 5-star outfits now. I got Whisper of Waves, which is like a beautiful, like the dress actually has moving waves in it. It's so pretty. And then I also got the Fairy Tale Swan, which is a beautiful big ballroom dress that's pink with the swan theme. I've listed here that there's outfit 1, outfit 2, and the cloak. So of course I want to collect the cloak as well, which you just get random. You can collect them as you pull. And then you actually also unlock a material called Heart Shine, which lets you glow up, evolution the outfit to have different colors. So there are, but the very final evolution is you need to have 2 whole copies of the outfit. So you need to pull it twice. So that's why I have outfit 1 and outfit 2 on there. I've decided I'm going to pull 1 of each of them first. So I have all the outfits, and then I'm going to start getting the second version of each one. It's going to take forever, guys. You don't get many pulls for the permanent banner, obviously. But yeah, so there are 3 evolutions. One, 2. No, so there's 2 extra colorways plus the 4th one once you get the second outfit. And I actually have all the extra 2 colorways of the Fairy Tale Swan outfit. So it's originally pink, and then the second version of it is blue, and then the third version of it is dark red. So I have those. And I also have the second evolution of Whisper of Waves, which is like a pink version of the waves. Anyway. There's a lot. But I'm nowhere near getting the others. I have 1 piece of my next 5-star from it which is the Crystal Poems. And that actually is an ability outfit. It can do purification, so that's fun. So on top of collecting the Heart Shine material to do evolutions, you also collect the Momo cloaks, and you also collect makeup pieces. So there's a makeup set for each outfit, and you have to collect them all separately. So there's a base, which is like the eye makeup, like eyeshadow and blush. There are the eyebrows, the mascara, so the lashes, and the lipstick, and also eye contacts to have different eye colors, which is really fun. So that's what I put there on the little table of what I've collected from each set in terms of the makeup. And here I'm just putting in the evolutions, because I feel like eventually I would like to, I'm like, it's a free permanent banner. I'm going to try and collect everything in it because I can. I can't with the limited banners, so I'll give myself what I can. And then there are two ticking dots for the 4 stars there. You can see the 2 circles. And basically, you can also collect 2 copies of that outfit, the 4 stars, and you can get a second copy, a different colorway of that outfit. So like the fishing outfit is called Shark Mirage and it's all blue, but you can get a pink watermelon version of it in the second copy. So yeah, reasons to pull on the permanent banner. It's really, really fun. So this next page, we're going to do something a little different. I went a bit out of my comfort zone for this one compared to the other pages. But this is from collecting the permanent paid outfits. So they're literally just money. You cannot get them free in any way. But they're always permanently there and they're not too badly priced. So I wanted to put them here because eventually I kind of do want to collect them all. But I'm doing it very slowly. Basically when I have the money or nothing else to buy. Basically, I also picked up the wrong pink Tombow here. I've been trying to use my dusty pink one instead, but I picked up my hot pink one, so it ended up a bit more bright than I wanted to, but we will live with it. And then I put on these the shop fits label, but I'm going to try and white out the lines underneath them because you can see the pink underneath and I didn't love it. But we're going to go and redo that in a second because, yeah, we're going to end up putting some normal paper that I'm going to tear up and use in the spread. I'm going to put it underneath the header, so it's going to come up a couple times, those poor stickers. But here I am pulling the paper. At first, I was thinking I was going to put like a whole paper outline underneath the image of the permanent outfit. But I didn't really like it, just took up too much space on the page. So we're going to rip that down and just make it so we can have a little square to mark off if we purchased it or not. So that's how I'm keeping track of that. But basically what I said previously about paid currency in the game, it's called Stellarite, which I mentioned before. So that can you can turn Stellarite into diamonds and thus into crystals and pulls for the banners. But you can also just have Stellarite, and there is a shop where you can buy outfits for Stellarite. And every now and then, pretty much every update every month, they add a different, like some new limited edition outfits into the shop for Stellarite. But when you start the game, it also has this collection of outfits that are always there. They're permanent, so they'll always be in your shop until you buy it. And they had really cute graphics on their social media again of these outfits, so I thought I really wanted to include them. And my long-term goal is to get all of them in the end because I think they're really cute and lots of pieces and they're versatile. But I'm only allowing myself to buy one if I don't have anything else I want to buy in the shop at the time, which has not been easy. But basically each one of these outfits, except for the orange one you see there, the third one at the top, the orange outfit, I got that right at the beginning of the game in December, so I can't tell you, but I think it comes from a specific bundle. But anyway, they had the graphic made, so I included it. But the rest of them are 300 Stellarite each, and basically 300 Stellarite is like $5 actual dollars when you like break it down to how much Stellarite costs. So they're like $5 each. It's like a coffee. But you can also get 300 Stellarites by buying this specific, it's called the Diamond Monthly Pass. And if you're going to spend money on this game, that is what you should spend money on. Basically, for 30 days, you get a specific amount of diamonds every day. You have to make sure you log in, otherwise you miss out. So it does force you to log in for 30 days in the game, but if you're going to be playing every day anyway and collecting your diamonds, this is a great way to get extra diamonds for, the limited pool, like gacha pools. But it costs like $5 and you get basically 2,500 diamonds in the month. You only get a few of them every day, but you also get 300 stellarite. So for $5 you can get diamonds and stellarite, 300 stellarite every month, every 30 days. So that's what I've been buying, that like monthly little purchase, because I do log in every day to play, so I thought might as well, and I get some extra diamonds, and it means I can buy an outfit in the premium shop, and that could be one of these or it could be one of the limited ones, it depends. But yeah, so I wanted to put them all in. The ones that I have are I have the blue one at the top left corner, so like it looks kind of like a little ghosty one. It's called Quirky Ideas, I think. I also have the orange one at the top because she was part of a deal at the beginning, and on the bottom I have the middle one, which is the purple one, which I bought first. Like, obviously it's the first one I bought. I love it so much. It has a really cool fuzzy purple backpack. And then the other three on the page I haven't gotten yet, but I will eventually. I plan to one day when I have the 300 stellarite that I want to spare. But yeah, so this page turned out different because I had the torn paper and the pink washi, but I thought it turned out really cute. I wanted to bring more of this like dark pink out from those check boxes, so I just pulled out these stickers to balance the colors out a bit. But that's the permanent shop outfits, and we're almost done with this video. I've been yapping forever, so I hope you don't mind. So this page is also technically related to, I'm just having a look because when I journal, I like to go through and see like, what have I done? What styles have I done? Do I want to do something different, or do I want to match a page style? I like to try and like do multiples of the same kind of style in different pages so it all comes together kind of thing, but I also don't care to stick to one theme, I like to be different. So so this page is related to that permanent shop page because it is something that's you have to pay, so this is another money thing in the game, which I don't mind because the game itself is free, and I don't plan to like buy this all the time, but this is essentially the battle pass, which they call Mirror Journey, and it lasts for it lasts for the month. And you kind of naturally just complete it by doing your daily tasks and logging in and doing quests and stuff. So I've completed pretty much every battle pass, like all the levels of them so far, so I don't mind spending the money. There's a free version, and then you can spend $10 and get what I'm marking here, which is the Momo cloaks. So each battle pass is a different Momo cloak. If you spend $10, you get the cloak as well as a bunch of diamonds and extra stuff in the battle pass, like extra materials and diamonds. And so here I just wanted to collect the battle pass cloaks, basically. All the ones that I've had. I've done every battle pass so far, so I have all the cloaks. And then there's also a $20 version of the battle pass, which gets you everything from the free and the $10 version, plus you also get like 980 stellarite. So I've been doing the 21 because I've been sort of building up my stellarite in case I want to buy stuff in the shop, but I don't think I'm going to do the $20 one every time. I might just do the $10 one. I'm considering the $10 one for this coming month because I don't know, I don't really need the stellarite right now, and it gives you stellarite and also gives you a special frame for your profile, and I don't know if I really want another frame. But these are the current Momo cloaks that you got from the battle pass, and they're very cute. But the video is coming to an end. I didn't have an ending filmed for this. I started to work on the first miracle outfit page, which is the Wishful Arosa. And this is a big outfit that takes a lot of materials, a long time to design, like basically craft and then collect. But that's what I'm finishing up. I decided to finish here because I was tired. But you can see what the first outfit is there, and I'm going to put my own pictures of the different outfits and its evolutions, because I have been able to evolve it twice now, which is fun. But that is the finished lot of this first part of my Infinity Nikki journal. A second part will be coming up where we will be just working on different events and the actual different monthly quests and seasons and events and stuff like that. So that one will be a bit more creative, a bit more journaly, where this one has a bit more tracking stuff. And then there will be a third part where I actually do a flip through and you can see all the pages that I didn't film, especially at this beginning part. But I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know by giving a big thumbs up and commenting down below, maybe just some different emojis like flowers and stars and moons like Nikki, or pink hearts for Nikki. But otherwise, I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me and just watching me craft. Let me know if you crafted or did anything while watching this video. Otherwise, I hope you have a wonderful day and I'll see you next time. Bye. I love you. Bye.